I'm often asked, why do I draw with charcoal on canvas? Why not use paper like a traditional charcoal artist? Today in this video, I want to explain to you why and show you the process of how I seal my charcoal on canvas. I always wanted a more substantial and more durable final product versus what I ended up with when drawing on paper. So I developed this process so that I could seal the charcoal to the canvas with a varnish, make it very durable, and make it so that it doesn't have to be framed behind glass. Now I do have a previous video where I explained all this, but I've had to change a few things in the process. So I wanted to do an update and maybe go into a little more detail on the products that I use and a little more detail on the process. So I have this piece here that I've just completed and it's ready to be sealed. I have this one hanging here as well just to show you. I don't know if you can see the difference really in the video, but this one does have the varnish clear coat on it and it's very durable. It can't be smudged, can't be damaged. It doesn't have to be framed behind glass. Another benefit I get from varnishing the charcoal work is that it evens out all the different sheens that you end up with on the final piece. And it just gives it a real nice finish. So to get started, the first thing I do once I've completed the artwork is I take it out in my garage and I spray it with a Krylon matte finish. Now I give it a good heavy coat across the entire piece. I even go a little heavier in the darker areas where there's more charcoal buildup. And that just ensures that when I start brushing on the varnish that it doesn't smear the charcoal. So once I have it fully coated with the matte finish, I give it about a day to dry just to ensure that it's completely dry. And then next I use Golden Soft Gel Gloss and a brush to brush on an isolation coat. So prior to application, you take the Golden Soft Gel Gloss and you mix it 2-to-1 with water, and I just use a basic Tupperware container to mix it. So I'm going to go ahead and brush on that isolation coat. Now you want to make sure that you mix up plenty of product before you start, because the last thing you want to do is run out halfway through coating your artwork. So that's why I like to use a good Tupperware container, because even if I have product left over, as long as it seals well, I can put the lid on and that product will stay good for the next piece. This does go on a milky white, but don't panic because it will dry clear and transparent. And I like to get a coating on about half the surface and then go back. Just even out the strokes one more time. I don't worry about coating the edges of the canvas because I will come back in once it's complete. Once the varnish is done and I paint it black with an acrylic paint. Just the way I like to finish them off. So once it's completely coated, then I'll go back to about the halfway point and brush it one more time, nice and even strokes. I like to have a good light source so that once it's complete I can get down low and look at the reflection, make sure I've got full coverage across the entire canvas. Looks good. Now I give the coat of soft gel gloss a full 24 hours to dry. The next and final step is to brush on this Liquitex satin varnish. Now this product is non-removable. You can get a varnish that is removable, but I've been using this one with great results. Technically it does eliminate the need for an isolation coat. The point of the isolation coat is to protect the artwork if you ever do have to remove the final varnish. But I continue to use the isolation coat just because I like the result. It seems that laying the satin varnish over top of the glossy isolation coat just really gives it some depth. I just like the look and the feel of it. So now that the isolation coat is dry, I'm going to go ahead and brush on the final coat of varnish. Here it is, the final piece. It's all varnished up, edges are painted, it's ready to ship off to its new home. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope that helped a little bit, clarifying a few points and the updated information on the new product that I use. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and go check out my website, joelpilcherart.com. I have a lot of artwork there available for purchase. Thanks for watching.